Hey, and today we are going to take you around Key West Cruise Port and show you some of the things we loved about the port. So this is where you dock in Key West, and I think there's only allowed to be one ship docked at a time. And when you dock, you can just simply walk out of the ship and straight round into town. You don't need to book an excursion because it's all so close. So this is Custom House, and it's just as you walk out of the cruise port. And we walked round and walked round to the left of that. Then round to the left, you have got a little artisan craft market, which is worth having a look at. And if you want an ATM, when you just get down to here and turn right, there is an ATM there. Now, when you come out of here, you want to go left, and this is going to take you round to the Mallory Square area. And as we walk down here, you can see you've got the train tours. Now, these are brilliant because these are guided tours, so you can book those. There's also trolleys that you can. There you go, there it is over the other side. And again, these are all guided tours, so I think you can book them in the port, but you can also book them through people like Get My Guide. They're a lot cheaper than doing it through the cruise line. And these are hop on, hop off loops of the island. So you're going to get all the information about what's going on and where places are, but also you get to go on and off. And it's not a huge island, it's not a huge area, so it's a great way to see it. There is also a free bus, which we will show you in a minute. So as you walk around here, you've got a museum. So here we've got the Shipwreck Museum. You've also got quite a few shops. Look, check out these buggies. People are hiring them to go around the island. I don't know if I'm that brave, but it is a great idea. But you can do all of that round here. And you've also got the aquarium. So that's a great place for the kiddies. They've got sea turtles in there. And it's just over the road from the Shipwreck Museum. So great place for families to mill around and quite a few things to do. And just at the side of the Shipwreck Museum, you've got a little market, like an artisan market of stalls. So again, there's lots of opportunities to buy gifts and some really lovely things. But I want to show you my favourite place, and I did buy quite a few things, and that is the Shell Warehouse. And this wasn't your standard gift shop. This was really nice quality shells, and I mean, just check out some of these and the tea towels and Christmas colours. It was beautiful. And then I did buy a few Christmas decorations. If you buy just Christmas decorations in Port, do it here because look at some of these. They were so pretty and the colours were amazing. And after this bearing round left, you're going to come to the Key West Historic Memorial Sculpture Garden. So here you'll find lots of sculptures and plaques dedicated to people that really made a difference to Key West. Make sure you take time to stop and read some of the plaques because there's some really interesting stories here of people that made a difference to how Key West functions and works and the history. It's really interesting and a nice garden. Plus, keep an eye out for the chickens because they are everywhere. They're a big part of the life in Key West. They were introduced many years ago and they've just bred and they're just walking around everywhere. So that's really nice to see. And for the perfect picture of the cruise ship, you want to head through Mallory Square and head down to the waterfront because that's where you're going to get a really great selfie on the waterfront there. So it's worth going down there just for that one picture. And then you're going to head back up past Custom House towards Green Street. And that is where, if you want to get the free bus, you can catch the free bus on the corner. So the free bus is called the Duval Loop, and that will take you on the loop of Key West. So it will take you down to the southernmost point down Whitehead Street. So it will take you past the Hemingway Museum and the Lighthouse Museum, and then it's hop on, hop off. So it's really easy to use and to track. Just search Duval Loop in Google and you will find the website, and there's a live tracker on the website you can refresh. So it's really easy to know where the bus is to work out where you need to be. So we got off the bus 2/3 of the way down Whitehead Street because we really wanted to visit Ernest Hemingway's house. So a top tip is get there early because we didn't queue very long to get in. You can buy your tickets on the door. It's reasonably priced. You don't need to book a tour. They also offer a free tour inside so you can take a guided tour or self-explore yourself. So that pool was the first land pool built in Key West. There's so many interesting facts in the house, stories of the revolution he took part in, his writing, his writing room, the polydactyl cats, which are the six-toe cats that Ernest Hemingway absolutely fell in love with. And here is one. They still roam the gardens today, and there's quite a lot of them. They've got their own replica house built in the gardens. It's such an interesting place to visit. and he has such a huge part and influence on the early days of the island. So on the opposite side of the road, a little further down, you've got the Lighthouse Museum. So there's so many interesting stories in here too. So it's somewhere that's worth booking a tour. And if it's not too hot, you can walk to the top of the tower. But we decided to head on down because the one thing we really wanted to see was the southernmost point. Now, the southernmost point is really busy, so just check out when I pan round the crowds. People queue for such a long time to see it. Apparently, it's the southernmost point, but not of America, just the last land before the Navy base. I think I've got that right. But there was so many people queuing. So what we did is we got a picture from the right hand side, and then we walked past the crowds and check out this beautiful house. So this is just past the southernmost point, and this is actually a hotel. So it says the world's best pizza. So whether it is or not, I don't know. But we decided to head on round because then you can just walk out a bit into the sea, and this faces Cuba. And they've got an amazing little beach bar here. But how idyllic is this? And can you see that hotel to the left? I mean, oh, it must be incredible to stay there. The sea's quite ferocious. It's not like a calm sea. So I wouldn't be swimming in it, definitely, but it's nice to sit on the beach and watch it. But we're on photos here on here now because I just turned the camera off and enjoyed my time. But this is a southernmost cafe, so friendly. It's a bit like a beach version of Cheers. And we stopped there and we had some wings and a couple of glasses of wine, and it was a lovely place to chill. From here, we decided that what we'd do is we'd walk back down and we'd walk down Duval Street. If you haven't been to Key West, then you've got to do Duval Street. So it's full of pretty little houses, chickens, they are everywhere. And yeah, it's it's very diverse, shall I say? But it's just one of those places you've got to walk down and have a look. So there's lots of places to stop for a drink and for coffees. Again, more chickens. It's the perfect people watching place because they decorate the shops, they decorate the houses. There was one bar that had just all dollar notes that had been signed stuck to the ceiling and all over the walls. So we visited just after Valentine's Day, and you could just really see how everybody had gone out of their way to decorate for Valentine's Day. But then, because it's so diverse, you've got rainbow walkways and love and peace signs. It's got the warmest vibe. Now, it took us around, I'd say, an hour to walk down Duval Street, but that was stopping, having a wine, taking photos. You could easily do it in 30 minutes if you, but don't rush it because it's just a beautiful place. And as you get to the end, it brings you back to the cruise port. And just before you get into the port area, you've got this really cool truck. It's like a bar, but then it's got a tent on the back of it, which has got an air conditioning unit. So that's a great place to stop if you've got time before you leave Key West. And as we arrived back at the cruise port, the amazing crew were there with cold drinks, which were very much needed. Key West was incredible, and it's one of those places that will always be at the top of my Caribbean wish list going forward. Any questions, just ask. Thank you for watching, and please, if you like this video, do like and subscribe.